The South China Sea is not just a sea, it is a global crossroads. This sea carries 1/3 of the world's shipping. Trillions of dollars in trade pass through its waters every year. The sea connects East and West, Pacific and Indian Ocean, economist as S2. This makes the South China Sea incredibly important. Countries rely on it for trade and energy. Control of the sea means power. Trade analyst as S4. This is why the South China Sea is so contested. For centuries, the South China Sea has been a place of competition. China claims most of the sea as its own. It bases this claim on historical maps and documents. However, other countries disagree. Historian as S1, Vietnam, the Philippines, Malaysia, Brunei and Taiwan all claim parts of the sea. These countries argue they have historical rights too. They also point to international law, specifically the United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea, or UNCLOS. UNCLOS defines maritime zones and rights. It gives countries exclusive economic zones up to 200 nautical miles from their coast. Political analyst as S5, the overlapping claims in the South China Sea have created tension. China has been assertive in its claims. China has built artificial islands in disputed areas. It has also increased its naval presence in the region. This has worried other countries. They see China's actions as a threat to their own claims. Political analyst as S5. The United States, while not a claimant, has a strong interest in the region. It wants to ensure freedom of navigation in the South China Sea. The US has conducted naval operations in the area. This has further increased tensions.
Beyond its strategic importance, the South China Sea is rich in resources. It has abundant fish stocks, vital for the region's food security. The sea is also believed to hold large reserves of oil and natural gas.
These resources add another layer of complexity. Countries are eager to secure access to these resources for their own development. This competition for resources further fuels the disputes in the region.
The South China Sea is at a crossroads. The future of the region remains uncertain. The actions of China and other countries will determine whether the South China Sea will be a zone of cooperation or conflict.
The stakes are high. The South China Sea is crucial to global trade, energy security, and regional stability. Finding a peaceful resolution to the disputes is in everyone's interest. This requires dialogue, diplomacy, and respect for international law. The world is watching.